Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Jim Farley, the CEO of Ford, wants to sell Ford EVs online, getting rid of dealer inventory and turning existing dealerships into high-quality service centers. Yes, you heard that right. In this video we are going to tell you about how Ford wants to restructure its dealership model to boost EV sales. But before we get into the video, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Few Americans enjoyed the car buying process even before supply chain chaos, and the chip shortage led dealerships to mark up inventory by thousands of dollars. But buying a Ford electric vehicle might be a lot less painful in the future, if Ford CEO Jim Farley gets his way. Farley said that he wants the company's EVs to be sold online only, with no dealer markups or other price negotiations. We've got to go to non-negotiated price. We've got to go to 100% online. There's no inventory. At dealerships, it goes directly to the customer. And 100% remote pickup and delivery, Farley said while speaking at a conference in New York. One of Tesla's most popular innovations was to eschew traditional dealerships and sell its products directly to customers. But traditional manufacturers like Ford are usually prohibited from selling their products directly to customers, a legacy of fears over vertical integration written into state laws during the early 20th century. As such, Ford's franchised dealers will almost certainly still have a role to play. Buyers looking to get into a Lightning may have to deal with dealers for now, but future transactions may never require a single foot stepped into those hallowed halls. It seems the goal is to have dealers process the transaction initiated by the customer via the online sales portal, no more stepping onto the sales floor or entering the dreaded box. Farley said existing dealerships will play a role in this transition, with the company using its physical presence to outperform startups like Tesla, which have had to build physical showrooms and service locations from zero. Ford wants to do things differently as it expands into the EV business. It's spinning electric cars into their own sub-brand, untethered from the time-honored tradition of dealers asking, "What can I do to get you in this car today?" Months after that news first came out, CEO Jim Farley is doubling down. In a speech, the executive confirmed that under his new plan, dealerships would get rid of inventory entirely and become high-quality service centers for customers who purchase their vehicles online. "I feel like when that second quarter last year profit came out for Tesla and they showed like a $15,000 premium, it totally changed my world," CEO Jim Farley said at the Bernstein Strategic Decisions Conference on Wednesday. "It was an epiphany. It was like the angels sung. It was like, oh my God, we can make more money on EVs than our ICE." Farley's comments in a lengthy interview came one day before the automaker announced it would spend $3.7 billion to hire 6,200 union workers to staff several assembly plants in Michigan, Ohio, and Missouri in a bid to sell 2 million EVs a year by 2026. Farley said he expects massive consolidation among dealers, suppliers, and automakers as the industry begins building more EVs. His comments come at a precarious time for car prices due to the supply chain crunch and instances of dealerships gouging customers for new vehicles. In the future, dealers won't hold any inventory, he added. Instead, the vehicles will ship directly to the customer, with remote pickup and delivery. Their business will change a lot, Farley said. There will be a lot of winners and losers, and I believe, consolidation. Transitioning to an online-only sales model would entail numerous challenges, because automakers have limited control over their dealership networks. Car dealers are protected by state laws and spend millions of dollars annually on lobbyists to maintain their status. Tesla operates retail stores but has no dealerships, which is a key advantage in cutting middlemen costs and retaining profits. Meanwhile, Ford is changing more than just the way it sells cars. In a historic restructuring in March, Ford separated its EV business from its combustion unit. Profits from the combustion business, which is called Ford Blue, will fund the growth of the EV unit, called Ford Model e. Farley likened his vision for the automaker's sales model to Target's strategy of leveraging its physical stores to compete with Amazon. Target could have gone away, but they didn't, he said. They used their expertise as a physical retailer to their advantage, but they modernized the e-commerce piece. Farley said Ford is working with dealers to transition into the future. "I believe on the retail side, we can do things post-warranty and remix the marketing spend to have a better experience," he said. "I think our dealers can do it, but the standards are going to be brutal. They're going to be very different than today." Fitting dealers into the future. Ford is far from the only auto brand watching its dealers make up their own pricing, but it's been one of the quickest to act on the issue. Ford is at a disadvantage to companies like Tesla and EV startups that sell directly to consumers, without dealers acting as middlemen. The company isn't planning to eliminate its franchised dealers, which enjoy strong legal protections in many U.S. states that effectively forbid Ford from selling directly to its customers as Tesla does. But Farley said that Ford sees a path to reducing that cost disadvantage, which he estimates at around $2,000 per vehicle, by keeping dealers' inventories very low and by shifting the way Ford markets its products. One key to that effort, Ford plans to let customers order its EVs online rather than buying a vehicle from a dealer's inventory. As Farley sees it, dealers will have only a few new vehicles on their lots, just enough to offer test drives to customers before they order. Customers will be able to order from the dealership or online, in their bunny slippers, Farley said, with the dealer making the delivery and providing service after the sale. Farley estimates that the low dealer inventories and online ordering will make up roughly $1,200 to $1,300 of that $2,000 per vehicle cost disadvantage, while ensuring that Ford's dealers remain profitable. The plan will free dealers from having to carry costly inventories, allowing them at least to focus more on service and customer education. That could give Ford an edge that EV makers selling direct won't be able to easily match. I think that's a different play than the pure EV companies, Farley said. If dealers want to sell EVs, they'll have to opt into the rules for Ford Model E, the brand's electric business arm, one of which is a commitment to transparent, no-haggle pricing. Once they've agreed to the terms and conditions, Ford dealers become Model E certified. The automaker views this as an opportunity to push more of its network toward a model that Tesla and other startups adopted. Many younger buyers favor direct sales, as it limits the in-person time required to buy a car and makes the purchase process easier for many. Ford will likely see some attrition with this policy change, but it's offering dealers an opportunity to spend more to make more, so to speak. Stores already committed to selling EVs can promise to invest an additional amount, up to $500,000, to build additional chargers and invest in other equipment. Moreover, in comments reported by Bloomberg, Farley also outlined his plan to eliminate Ford's advertising spending entirely. The automaker is one of the biggest purchasers of advertising on Earth, spending more than $3 billion a year on ads. But Ford didn't buy any ads for its two new electric vehicles, the Mustang Mach-E and the F-150 Lightning, and both of those are sold out. When it comes to EVs, I'm not convinced we need public advertising, Farley said, as reported by Bloomberg. That's all for today. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please leave us with your valuable feedback if you found this video interesting. Stay tuned to our channel till the next video, and until then, see you soon.